Kathy Beatty talking about having to go in and tell Maya that, she can't go home for Christmas.
Yep.
On cross, I would expect that we're going to do a little bit of digging there to see why she didn't get to go home for Christmas, and if Kathy Beatty had a say in that. It's one thing to say, it was very sad, I told her this, but if you're the one engineering that decision through that cooperation that you talked about of the hospital and the state, well then, that's huge, right? So her cross and her ability to come across as, to your point, human, maybe made a mistake about this diagnosis that not a lot of people knew about, and it's still probably, it's misdiagnosed repeatedly. That is the key, right? That this, to get her to hold on to this, I'm a human being that maybe made a mistake, but hey, we're mandatory reporters. If we think there's something awry, we got to say something.
I didn't think about it until you said it, Ted. You're right. On cross-examination, the plaintiff's attorneys are going to hammer her in whether or not she had how much of a hand she had in the decision to have Maya not be home for Christmas. I mean, that's just that's just a bad fact for the hospital. Let's just call it what it is, right? Everybody celebrates, even in prisons around the world on Christmas, they're a little bit lax, right? And so, and that's in prison. So, of course, that's going to be a bad fact for the defense, and the hospital is going to have to hammer her on cross-examination. And I'm interested in seeing how much of a hand she had. It's pretty clear that she had a big hand in it. But yeah, I mean, this diagnosis, I never heard about this diagnosis until obviously we saw the documentary. Doctors all the time, there have been debates I've seen between doctors about something that everybody knows about, type 1 diabetes, right? And they cannot reach a consensus. And type 1 diabetes is the most commonly prescribed diagnosis in the world, right? CRPS is not. And so this hospital sought help from professionals and experts and their state, and so for Ms. Kowalski to take her life after 87 days, I just don't see it as the fault of the hospital. Definitely not this witness.